Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a cool little jump like this. A little jump, kind of like Mario. You could do a big jump over 3 blocks. It's really easy. Now this could be done in Unity, Raylib, any game that you're coding. And I'm gonna explain it really well so that you could implement it in basically anything. So, first of all, and also if you want collisions, like tutorial on collisions, I'll do that too. But first of all, just make sure you have the movement done. You already have your jump, like your player could do everything. That's all you need first. You want your player to be able to jump and movement. Okay? So first of all, we're gonna add 2 new floats. One is gonna be called jump time timer. Basically like a timer that'll keep decreasing. I'll explain it right now. Let's just set that to 0 for right now. This curly brackets just means basically sets it to 0 in C++. Then do float jump time, which is basically the time, how long you want it, like our character, to be up in the air. And we're gonna do 2.2f, because delta time is like a really small number, and when you're decreasing that, it takes really long. So if you put 2, you'll be flying in the air forever. Then we'll make a boolean, and let's call this can big jump is equal to false for right now. Alright, so now that we have those set, we could go ahead and code this. So we could go ahead and add another if statement for jumping. And you keep this one too, okay? So this one just has our player jump sound. This makes the player jump, and this just means the player cannot jump because he's in the air. So this is just gonna be called I'm just gonna do it like that. But first of all, we're gonna make a new if statement, and let's call it is key press down. Instead of press, it's gonna be down, because you want it to be held down. Let's call this key space. Let's go ahead and call our space. So if you're in another language, just go ahead and set put your thing that makes your player jump. And then right here, we'll just say take this same line of code that makes your player jump. Now if we start it, we're already halfway in the tutorial. Our player can now infinitely jump forever, and he falls down, which is really cool. So now we need to set the timer so that he doesn't jump forever. So first of all, in here, we're gonna set can big jump is equal to true, because when you jump, you automatically want that to become true so that we could jump here, and we're just gonna add it right here, can big jump. So now if the key space is down and he can big jump, then it'll stay true. And if our timer runs out, then we'll set this to false so he comes back down to the ground. So let's go ahead and delete this, and we're gonna make a new if statement and say, oh, and right here we're gonna set, what is that variable called? Jump time is equal to jump time. It's basically just resets the timer back to the time that you set it right here, because it'll be decreased later by delta time. And right here we're gonna say jump time timer. If jump time timer is greater than 0, then our player can jump. So this will we literally just did the same thing. Our player will keep jumping up, because there's no limit, nothing's decreasing this, so that this if statement could return false. So the condition could return false. So to do that, we just say jump time timer is minus equal to delta time. And for you guys on Raylib, I know you're like, what is delta time? Where'd you get that? It's a parameter I added to my movement, which is used inside my animation tick function right here. So this one also has a parameter. I'm sorry if I'm making it confusing. Just add it as a parameter, and inside your main file, you just use this variable called get frame time. This function returns the time between your frames. So that's how you get delta time inside Raylib. Just pass it as a parameter and you can use it. I named it delta time, and now our player should jump. Well, yeah, he literally can jump forever, but now let's add else can big jump is equal to false. And now it should be done. Now let me explain this if you guys want more explanation. But yeah, you could just tweak the jump value and it'll get better. Like let's set it to maybe our jump to 8 maybe. And now he can jump. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so let me explain this. So first of all, when we jump, our player already jumps. It's normal jump. And then this turns true so that this condition can start. And this timer is set to the time. Why is it set to the time? So that this can run. Because if it's just set to 0, this will not run at all and it'll just only work one time. Or actually it won't even work at all because it's not even set here. And it's 0. So first of all, you're going to set that. Every time you jump, it's set. And if you're holding it, then this will run. Our player will fly. And it'll keep decreasing our jump timer until it hits less than 0. This condition will become false. It'll go here. Set can big jump equal to false. And now this whole block of code is disabled until you hit the ground. And it's set to true again. And can jump is set to false. And until can jump is set to true again, which is grounded if you're using Unity. But yeah, it's everything for the tutorial.